A video from Bible Prophecy and Truth. Who is the Puppetmaster? Is it the Jews? Who's the man behind the curtain? First of all, Israel is not a godly people or country. There is no such thing as Judeo-Christianity. It's a contradiction in terms. The Orthodox Jews that practice Judaism and do not believe in Jesus are not saved, not special, not God's people. They are modern-day Pharisees. Galatians chapter 3 verse 29 And if ye be Christ's, then are ye Abraham's seed, and heirs according to the promise. Ephesians chapter 3 verse 6 That the Gentiles should be fellow heirs, and of the same body, and partakers of his promise in Christ by the gospel. So those who truly love Jesus and follow him are the true heirs of the promise, both Jew and Gentile. Christians are the true children of Abraham. Revelation chapter 17:18 is specifically talking about the great whore of the end time. Revelation chapter 18 verse 23 And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. We can be pretty certain who this entity is when we look at all of the things written there that describe her, and apply that to the current world. She's a woman, a church, that sits on many peoples and nations. She will ride the power of the Antichrist's union of nations. She's rich and powerful. She's wearing purple and scarlet. She's the mother of harlots, false churches. She's a city that sits on 7 hills. She's a city that reigns over the kings of the earth. She is not the king, she rules the kings. She's drunken with the blood of the saints, she's killed many Christians. The kings of the earth commit adultery with her, worship a false god. Now, think about the oligarchs that control the world and read the last half of that list again in light of who she is and what's going on in the world with the Puppetmaster. Reigning over the kings of the earth takes on a new light when we see it from that angle. The Vatican rules many nations. Committing adultery with her. The actors are not the Puppetmaster. If we believe the Jews are the all-powerful oligarchs that control everything, why can't they control everything? Why, if they control the media, don't we see this instead of article after article condemning Israel for the civilian casualties in their war with Hamas? Conversely, it seems as if there is something or someone trying to make the world hate the Jews. Satan is not some dumb evil spirit flitting about, lying and whispering in people's ears trying to get them to stumble. He's a very powerful fallen angel that has infiltrated our societies and has almost complete control of this world. Think about this. If Satan knows what is planning, then it makes sense that Satan would use Jews to produce his oligarchs so when the world sees what's been done, they will hate Jews. If you're still with me, let's now look at where the secret society first started and where it came from. Have you ever heard of the secret society and all the symbols they use? Like the obelisk? The White House has one. Along with the all-seeing eye, the compass, and others. The compass, all-seeing eye, and obelisk all in one place is the layout of the Vatican. The all-seeing eye embedded in her architecture. The obelisk in the Vatican. It seems that the Vatican might actually be the head of the snake. She's been secretive for millennia and appears that she is the source of this evil, unlikely the creator of the modern secret society. The Cross of Salem is a Luciferian symbol used by the secret society. Here, we see Pope John Paul II wielding this staff with the triple cross of Luciferian worship. Further, as far as the Vatican II sect goes, officially it does indeed oppose Freemasonry, although in reality, of course, it is wedded at its core to the Lodge. The secret society of 33rd degree Freemasons is a large group of people in league with each other who want to bring in the next era in human existence. One where they control the population, reduced by far from what it is now, and where they are the rulers of the world. An interesting thing about the Antichrist in Daniel 11, it states that he does not serve the God of his fathers, or any god, but a strange god is involved. Daniel chapter 11 verse 39 Thus shall he do in the most strongholds with a strange god, whom he shall acknowledge and increase with glory, and he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for gain. The Catholic Church has long had a troubled relationship with the Jewish faith, with Christians having a negative attitude towards Jews and being extremely opposed to them, so much so that it can be noted that there was an extreme level of hostility against Jews inculcated by the Church. It's a facade, like everything else they do. In conclusion, I do not expect you to believe all this just because I say so, but take a look at how Pope Francis is pushing the interfaith movement, how he's very involved in the WEF and the New World Order. The Baphomet being worshipped. A snake head is the visual architecture of the Pope's audience hall in Vatican City. The backdrop behind the throne at the audience hall. What the heck is that demonic imagery? A fresco found at the Vatican. Thanks for watching. Visit us at BibleProphecyandTruth.com. You can find a detailed document with much more information near the top of the home page on our website. Or, just click the link in the description below.